Look at that. Our chef on a shoestring this morning, all about flavors and textures. Patrick Connolly is executive chef at the New York City eatery Bobo, where he wows diners using market-fresh ingredients to create modern French meals. I know local is also really big to you when you're putting together your menu. Which can be a bit of even more of a challenge when you're dealing with our challenge, which is this $35 recession-proof budget, a meal for four on that budget.
Yes.
So you accepted the challenge. We're going to look quickly at your menu and see what you have coming up for us this morning as you're competing with some of the other chefs who've come ahead of you this year. We have a creamy potato soup with hazelnuts and bacon.
Yes.
I'm intrigued. Crispy pork paillard with roasted cauliflower and roasted pineapple with whipped cream over spicy mango with a hazelnut salad.
Or under.
Under?
Yeah.
Okay, either way, that'll work. Yeah, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Clearly, I didn't write that down correctly. But that's why you're the chef and I'm not. I'm just here to be your guinea pig and to try things out. I love this menu, too, because it doesn't involve chicken or pasta, which I think it inspires people at home to know that you can make a great meal on a budget, and it doesn't have to be what you automatically think of as budget-friendly foods.
Absolutely. I think you'll find with most of these recipes is that they're all just a few ingredients, and it's just we use a couple of things over again. Hazelnuts, for example. But for the most part, it's just a few things, very simple to pick up.
Which is great, because it ties your courses together and also makes it a little easier when you're at the store.
Exactly.
So, starting off with our soup, right here we have some, I'm a big fan of the shallot.
Right.
We have some shallots going.
Shallots and garlic sweating, and we're gonna just put some chopped up potatoes in there.
Okay.
I like to use Yukon Golds for soup. I think they make it a little creamier. But really, a red potato, Idaho potato,
whichever
either one will work.
Like. Okay.
Sure.
Am I stirring these around a little?
Yeah, it's not going to be too much cooking going on here. We're just going to then cover immediately with milk.
Okay. And this is whole milk, reduced fat milk,
yeah,
whatever
this is whole
you prefer.
milk.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose you can do reduced fat. Like most of the creaminess is going to come from the potato anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And so that's just going to simmer low to medium heat for about 20 minutes until the potatoes are cooked through. You stick them in a blender, or you can use a hand mixer.
Greatest invention ever, by the way.
Absolutely.
The hand immersion blender. I love that thing.
You know, you find them in every single restaurant. You make them use mayonnaise to make mayonnaise.
I'm going to feel very professional the next time I make my soup at home then.
Exactly.
And so then this is our almost finished product.
Almost finished soup, so it's very creamy. And it's nice and thick, but not too thick, but thick enough that all the ingredients will kind of float on the top.
Okay.
So first we have just a bacon, like a small dice on top, and then a bit of chopped mint.
Mint, really?
You might not expect that with potatoes.
No, I wouldn't. Or bacon.
Or bacon,
but there it is.
It lightens things up a bit. And then just some hazelnuts, which I mentioned they'll come back a little bit later for the dessert.
And these you just took and you throw them in a dry pan, no oil or anything, right? And just and roast them for a little bit, what, 8 to 10 minutes or
8
less
to 10
than
minutes, yeah. In the oven, it's say 350 degrees. No oil. You're just going to let all the natural oils of the nut come out.
All right, and then we're going to sprinkle these on top. I'm going to move you along a little bit
of chop.
to make sure that we can get the full menu in here.
Good.
Hand me one of those spoons, would you, as we move down?
Sure.
I'm going to try your soup.
Great.
Okay, so we're moving on to the next course, which is this pork paillard, which really is just a fancy name you putting on the French meal for a cutlet.
Exactly. No different than that. So we just start with...
Soup's delicious.
Thank you. Little pork loin. It's about 1 inch thick, and essentially we want to pound it half to half of that, so it's about a half an inch. Do you have any desire to pound?
Yeah, let me in there, because you know what? I need to work out some aggression. Here we go. I'm kidding. So pound this down to about half.
About half size.
And then we're going to, how's that?
That's
a little
perfect.
More? Okay.
Great.
Okay.
We'll just season it quickly with salt and pepper on both sides. Okay. And then kind of our 3-compartment breading thing.
Little flour.
Little flour. This dredge it quickly in regular flour. Little egg.
And then panko. Is it panko or panko breadcrumbs?
It's panko. Some people say panko.
Okay.
Just not poncho.
Not poncho, very important. And these are Japanese-style breadcrumbs.
Yes.
And you really prefer using this type of breadcrumb. Why?
Absolutely, because they don't add any other flavors to it. It's really crispy as it is, and it comes a little bit coarser. These have actually been ground down a little bit, so you can either go a coarse grind with the batter, or like a very fine one like this.
And the nice thing is, I'm noticing these in more and more grocery stores, so they're pretty easy to find.
They're pretty easy to find. Worst case scenario, you get some dry bread and you put it in the food processor.
And it'll still be good.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we just put a little bit of oil in the pan. And in this goes.
All right.
About medium-high heat. Let the color of the breading sort of be your guide to when it's cooked.
Okay.
When it's a nice golden brown, like the one we have here.
And we're going to put it with, we're running a little tight on time, so I know you've roasted some cauliflower, which I love, especially in the winter with, it looks like some capers maybe.
Little capers, and we actually put a little butter in the pan that this pork was in.
Okay.
And add some capers, and so it's all in the same pan.
And a fried egg on top?
Fried egg.
Is that because this is a morning show?
Yes, it's very versatile. It can be for breakfast. A lot of people just say anything's better with an egg on top. You can, of course, leave it out.
And you're one of those people. Okay, so the egg on top, I like it. It's a little different, though. And then we'll move down here to the dessert, roasted pineapple. I find grilled fruits really intriguing.
I as well. These can be, yes, they can be done on the grill, or this is just on a super hot pan.
Okay.
Little logs, and then...
do you put any oil in there, or you just throw the pineapple right in?
Just a touch of oil, a little bit of oil.
Okay.
And then sear that off.
Any dessert tastes better in a martini glass.
True. And then a bit of whipped cream. Thank you. On top of the pineapple.
Okay.
And then here we have a little mango and jalapeno salad.
Jalapeno and this is just chopped up jalapeno.
Right. Just take we take the seeds out.
That'll give you a kick at the end of your meal.
Well, take the seeds out so it's not too hot. Just another dimension, a little bit of color. Spoon that on top.
We'll let Raggy be the guinea pig for that one.
I find fruits served in martini glasses very intriguing.
There you go.
Yeah, I would like some utensils.
Listen, intriguing is a highly underused word. And then the hazelnuts came back.
They came back.
So these just go right on top as well?
Exactly.
All right, I'm in. Oh, nice. So let's look. We have this very fancy menu. I like the way you tied it together, too, and the egg for the morning show. $35 budget. The grand total, let's see how you match up. No. Whoa, $32.32.
$32.
I mean, you're wiping the floor with the competition on this one.
Nice.
Not bad, Patrick Connolly. So that puts you in first place.
Well done.
Congratulations. Okay, now wait, I have a question. See, it says 33-32, but in my script it's 32-32. So either way, you're the winner. How much you're winning by is still 33. Okay, but you're still doing well. You're still beating me by $1 or $2. Awesome. So that means right now you're in the running to come back for winning our How Low Can You Go challenge. For more on this recipe or any of our others, log on to our website, theearlyshow.cbsnews.com. Chef Patrick Connolly, thanks.
Thanks for having me.
And the restaurant again in New York, here in New York City, is Bobo.